everyone, and welcome to my GH Soap Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Spoilers for General Hospital. Medication for the name of the real shooter, Cullum's exchange for Britt. According to General Hospital teasers, Britt Westbourne will still have anxiety and tremors since she is no longer taking her medication. When they reunite, Ross Cullum may exploit Britt's anxieties around her Huntington's sickness. Cullum almost hauled Britt back to Windermere to complete the prototype after smashing her medication vials on the dock. But in the end, Cullum came to the conclusion that Britt was more trouble than she was worth, and he nearly killed her. Britt was unconscious when Cullum was shot in the back because she had been knocked out during the scuffle. Because of this, Cullum will undoubtedly question Britt about why she would have undone her cherished lover and inform the police that Jason Morgan was the shooter. Britt might acknowledge that Jason told her to say he shot Cullum when she woke up. Naturally, Cullum would think that Jason told Britt why and who he is defending. From Cullum's perspective, this would appear to be Britt and Jason's joint cover-up. Will Cullum truly trust Britt when she claims Jason kept that a secret? Cullum could up the stakes if he believes Britt is holding out on him. Cullum might advise Britt to provide the identity of the actual shooter if he wishes to continue receiving medication doses. Cullum might say that there won't be any more medication if Britt doesn't do that. Cullum may imply that he has chosen to let Britt leave and that if she doesn't cooperate, her Huntington's condition will cause a challenge in decline. Since Britt genuinely doesn't know who the gunman is, she might keep protesting, but Cullum might encourage her to find out. If Britt is in the dark, perhaps Cullum will correctly assume that she is already trying to discover out who Jason is shielding. In either event, according to GH previews, Britt will receive an ultimatum in the April 7 episode. It's possible that Cullum may try to figure out who actually shot Britt that evening by using his medication as leverage once more. Regretfully, even if Britt finds the culprit, she won't be able to provide Cullum with the information he seeks. Britt will never return on Rocco Falconeri because he was the one who shot Cullum that evening. According to General Hospital spoilers, Britt has more unsettling news to come. Stay tuned! Spoilers for General Hospital Monday, April 6. Michael suspicious, Sidwell's deadly threat, Phoebe's foster fate, and mob trouble brewing. On the following GH, Jordan shouts the alarm, Brooklyn awaits the news that could change her life, and Sonny and Sidwell get into a violent altercation. Spoilers for Monday, April 6, 2026 on General Hospital has been released. Fans can anticipate learning whether Brooklyn Quartermain is eligible to be the baby's foster parent in the upcoming episode. Justin Turner receives intelligence from Jordan Ashford. Additionally, Sonny Corinthos and Jay Sidwell are still at odds. Important lessons. Chase and Brooklyn are awaiting their foster parent decision. Jordan alerts others about Sidwell's increasing danger. The conflict between Sidwell and Sonny intensifies. Michael feels that something is wrong. Portia and Isaiah are at odds. The hope of Brooklyn Quartermain. First, let's talk about Harrison Chase and Brooklyn. The results of their foster parent screening were not entirely consistent. Chase went to beg Willow Tate Kane for assistance in order to protect their hopes. Despite BLQ's anxiety, the congresswoman consented to speak well of the pair. Chase will then be informed by BLQ that they are going to find if they can be foster parents. The discovery of Isaiah Gannon. Isaiah Gannon received some information from Portia Robinson in the hospital. The excellent doctor isn't so certain though. The pregnant doctor is asked by the boyfriend if she is truly comfortable with this. Isaiah and Portia seem to be destined to clash. The admission of Michael Corinthos. Michael Corinthos will be uneasy, according to General Hospital spoilers for Monday, April 6. The man confides in Jacinda Bracken. The male will claim that something doesn't feel quite right. The intel of Jordan Ashford. Sidwell has given Jordan new instructions. The woman will then speak with Justine Turner. Jordan will alert Justine to the fact that Sidwell is bloodthirsty and on the warpath. Given the intense past between Justine and Sonny, I wonder whether this could become difficult for her. Although everyone wants to eliminate Sonny, he doesn't actually pose a threat in Port Charles. Compared to Sonny, Sidwell is significantly more dangerous and nasty. The danger of Jane Sidwell. Speaking of Sidwell, he will still have to deal with Sonny and Rick Lansing attending Marco Rio's burial. Sidwell doesn't trust Sonny when he offers his condolences. Then, while Rick watches, the villain tells Sonny that he has been getting away with far too much for far too long. However, competitors and villains are frequently compelled to cooperate in order to overcome a shared foe in soap operas. I'm curious to know how this plot will conclude. Will Sidwell and Sonny eventually destroy one another, or might they form a strange partnership later on? Perhaps they will cooperate to punish Ross Cullum. A date between a mystery couple from General Hospital ends in disaster. Whose night goes terribly wrong? One pair will have a terrible evening together, according to General Hospital spoilers. On April 7, despite a couple's best efforts to have a fantastic date night, things won't go as planned. Naturally, GH spoilers are keeping the identities of these date-goers a secret. Fans have been speculating on whose night will be ruined because it has created a bit of a guessing game on social media. Although there are a number of possibilities to take into account, we believe Emma Scorpio Drake and Giovanni Gio Palmieri make the most sense in this situation. It appears likely that the two will experience a series of terrible things. In the April 8 episode, Gio may feel the need to apologize, and on April 9, he may express gratitude to Emma. Gio might offer a sincere apology and eventually receive Emma's promise that everything will be alright. Emma loves Gio and would never hold anything against him, regardless of how exactly this date goes awry. This is the kind of thing that might actually strengthen the bond between Gio and Emma. Gio might fall even more in love with Emma because of her kind reaction to any impending catastrophe. Gio giving up or performing poorly at the Charlie's pub reopening could be a contributing factor. Emma, however, will undoubtedly understand if Gio wishes to return home early and may stress that there is no pressure. There is no doubt that Gio and Emma have a solid relationship that includes mutual patience. Emma and Gio also understand that occasionally uncontrollable events occur, particularly in Port Charles where disasters are common. Emma won't mind if there are more problems with this date night. Nevertheless, Gio may assume Emma that he will make amends with the most spectacular evening imaginable. Emma and Gio's next trip to New York City, which will include a Broadway crossover event later this month, may result from that. Gio might think of it as a second date night and hope that this one goes much better than the last one. According to General Hospital spoilers, Gio's romantic side will undoubtedly win Emma over. So, stay tuned for additional details about their vacation. General Hospital spoilers. Startling April preview. The Port Charles drama heats up even more. According to General Hospital spoilers, several Port Charles residents will experience some startling events in April. Let's talk about a sneak peek at this month's events and the characters that will be impacted. The fact that Leighton West is actually Cassius Payson will be crucial to his narrative going forward. Cassius will find it difficult to manage Jane Sidwell's dangerous demands while maintaining the Nathan rules. Naturally, Cassius will also need to continue deceiving Lulu Spencer and obstructing Rocco Falconeri's path. Fans of GH are aware that Rocco isn't the world's best liar. After giving Rocco too many guilty glances, Charlotte Cassadine might put pressure on him to reveal whatever he's concealing. Charlotte will have to choose whether or not to tell Danny Morgan that Rocco is the one who shot Ross Cullum. At some point, Rocco may also confide in Britt Bestborn. After learning Rocco's secret, Britt might suddenly coerce him into making an admission in private. In any event, Britt might come to appreciate Jason Morgan's sacrifice and grow to love him even more as a result. Britt might also take it upon herself to keep Rocco safe from Cullum, who will undoubtedly be searching for the true shooter regardless of what he tells the WSB and the police. Sonny Corinthos will enter into a new agreement with ADA Justin Turner while Sidwell continues to pursue him for retribution. While Giovanni Gio Palmieri and Emma Scorpio Drake enjoy a hot night by themselves, Rick Lansing and Elizabeth Baldwin will deepen their relationship. Carly Spencer and Valentine Cassadine will also come to an agreement, so we'll see if it entails switching hideouts or something else related to their partnership. The reopening of Charlie's Pub, which Christina Corinthos Davis is preparing for, looks like an occasion that could take some unexpected turns. If Brooklyn Quartermain and Harrison Chase are successful in becoming baby Phoebe's foster parents, their love for her will only deepen. By becoming so devoted to this child, are Chase and Brooklyn setting themselves up for a heartache? In addition, fans will be curious to find out why Nathan Dean is playing Ethan Lovett again in April. According to General Hospital spoilers, there will be some unexpected turns. Stay tuned for all the exciting news and intense confrontation that lie ahead. Rory Gibson enjoys his first year as Michael Corinthos in General Hospital. Michael, played by Rory Gibson, has already had a significant impact on Port Charles after just 1 year. For a year, Rory Gibson has been portraying Michael Corinthos on General Hospital. In honor of his first day of filming on the ABC soap opera, the actor reflected on all the enjoyable moments he has experienced since joining the cast. On GH, Rory Gibson adores portraying Michael. His co-stars give that actor a shout-out. Gibson is the Michael we didn't realize we needed. Rory Gibson on GH for a year. Even though Gibson didn't appear on television for the ABC serial opera until May 2025, today was his first day after filming, and he isn't letting the anniversary go. Gibson posted a carousel of pictures from his first year as Michael on Instagram. Gibson posed in front of the GH sign to start on the social media post. A few pictures of Gibson at the Daytime Emmy Awards were available, one of which showed him presenting alongside Carla Hall. Gibson shared numerous pictures of him in gloomy Michael mode alongside his co-stars and from some of Michael's most important scenes from the year. Yes, Gibson's celebration for 1 year on the ABC serial opera included a little bit of everything. His Instagram caption stated, "1 year down at GH, love this job, love these people." Gibson's co-stars gushed about him in the comments area, demonstrating that he is adored off-screen regardless of what occurs on screen. Sophia Matson, the newest cast member of Days of Our Lives, led the group in applauding Gibson as Rick Hurst, Kathleen McMullen, Kate Monsey, Kristen Vaganos, Braden Burner, and Josh Kelly showered Gibson with affection. The fact that Gibson has only been playing Michael for a year is difficult to comprehend, given that he is the son of Curly and Sonny. It was high time his darker side was revealed. Gibson has been able to make Michael dark over the past year while maintaining his goodness and vulnerability. Given how Willow and Drew treated him, this version of Michael was especially necessary. Gibson has undoubtedly been one of the most successful recasts in GH history, and it was always that way, or should we say, walk? One of the greatest scenes on the show was when Michael entered the nurse's ball, picked up Wiley, and left him there. Additionally, it established the tone for this new Michael, and fans embraced it right away. Congratulations on your first anniversary, Gibson. I hope you stay with GH for a long time. General Hospital spoilers. Ryan Pavey explains why Cassius is becoming too at ease in his role as Nathan. According to General Hospital spoilers and updates, Cassius Payson is becoming too at ease posing as Nathan West, his deceased twin. Ryan discussed his new persona, which has an intriguing twist and is, as fans had suspected, not his old character. Depending on who knows the truth, he may be Nathan or Cassius. According to Ryan Pavey, he now switches between Cassius and Nathan according to who knows the truth. The truth finally came to light this week when General Hospital stopped avoiding it and admitted what had been hiding beneath the surface. Nathan is actually Cassius Payson, the fourth branch of a family tree that has never been clear-cut. The epiphany didn't come with a long speech or a diabolical monologue. It just happened, and all of Nathan's strange experiences immediately started to make sense. Ryan Pavey is now beginning to talk about what happens when the man underneath realizes he might not want to take it off at all. Ryan was instructed to act like Nathan. In an interview with Soap Opera Digest, Pavey talked about the fine line he had to walk while the program kept its secret under wraps. For a few months, the order was clear: just be Nathan. There was no other version of him, no subliminal clues, nothing that could give the audience the heads up. Even if it could been easier to share a little, he had to restrict Cassius nearly all because of this. I would ask, do you think I should add a little Cassius here? And the answer was always, no, just be Nathan. He said, it sounded a little rougher. Nathan minus Maxie Jones. Changing between the two. He's finally taking on the persona of the man beneath the surface. Now that the secret has been revealed, the change is slight. Now it's, you're just Cassius unless people call you Nathan, and then you just act like Nathan, he clarified. Depending on who is watching, he switches between his two personas and one face. What started out as a strategy turned into something more. Cassius gained access, security, and a way to move around without drawing notice by taking on Nathan's persona. He believed it was meant to be a short-term fix, but even Pavey observed that once Cassius settled into that position, something changed. Being someone who everyone adores is wonderful. He explained why the identity worked so well right away by saying it's incredibly advantageous to be someone that everyone adores. He was surprised by how drastically different it felt to actually live there. Pavey compared it to a Grinch story, saying everyone loved Nathan and Cassius has never felt that before. The more time he spends in Nathan's world, the harder it is to leave it. I don't want to return to being myself. This is better, Pavey continued. This was the character I returned to portray. Pavey ended. Maxie Jones is out and Christine Storms of General Hospital is fired. According to General Hospital spoilers, Kirsten Storms' situation at the ABC soap opera has some significant news to share. Storms' contract with GH expired on April 3, as the show's final credits disclosed. When Maxie emerged from a coma in February, Storms made a long-awaited comeback. When Storms first returned, she was a contract player, but that is no longer the case. Storms appears to have come back mostly so Maxie could respond to the resurrection of Nathan West, also known as Cassius Payson, pick Damian Spinelli, and take offense at Nathan dating Lulu Spencer. Maxie's role in the narrative is essentially over until the program is prepared to reveal that Nathan is truly Cassius, which might take some time. Storms can still make regular appearances, of course, but she might only occasionally appear, much like Bradford Anderson does as Spinelli. At this point, Maxie and Spinelli might be spending more of their time off screen. In recent months, Kirsten Storms, who recently relocated to Tennessee with her daughter Harper Rose Barash, has shared information about her health problems on social media. Storms may not be able to regularly play a significant role in the program, therefore this transfer of contract makes sense in the given situation. Soap sources claim that some new cast members are in the pipeline. Therefore, GH appears to be making some budget concession to make some room for them. It is not too distant future. Some new characters ought to appear on screen. In the Nathan tale, Maxie has been subordinated to Lulu, which changed significantly when Cassius chose to fill in for Rocco Falconeri. Until Cassius's deception finally falls apart, Lulu will continue to be the focal point of Nathan's private life. What are your thoughts on Kirsten Storm's contact termination as Maxie Jones? Are you disappointed with the course of the Nathan storyline? Don't miss what's in store, since General Hospital spoilers indicate that there will be more cast shockers and shakeups soon. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel without missing any update.